Welcome back to Superman and Lois TV Talk. This is our episode for Season 2, Episode 7, Anti-Hero. My name is Frank, and for the first time in what feels like a lifetime, I am joined on my left and my right by two of podcasting's greatest voices.
Oh, we got guests?
Yeah.
Wow. Robin looked around like, who the hell's here? And why weren't we told? And I'm Derek.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
We're all here.
Hi.
I'm anti-Robin.
No, that explains a lot.
Or as the kids call me, Auntie-Robin.
Aw.
Oh, Auntie Robin. We're going to Auntie Robin's house this weekend. Yeah. Glad to be back with you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Thanks for holding down the fort.
Oh yeah, it was easy. No one's coming to the fortress.
I don't think.
Well,
no, I don't think.
Powered, so
yeah. Well, stuff happened at the fortress this week.
Oh,
though.
We should talk about that.
Yeah.
How are we on episode 7 already?
Well, the first 6 aired,
Right.
and now. Yeah.
It absolutely stunned me that when I looked up the episode number, I was like, wait, 7? This isn't like 4?
I know, right?
It feels like it should be.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are here, and this. Let me just grab the reins for a second, boys.
I bless the reins. Down.
The only.
In Africa.
Thank you. The only news we really have, I don't think there has been any big announcements about the show or anything upcoming or whatever, anything Superman related. But we just wanted to remind everybody that next week is a repeat. They're going to repeat the inverse method, which is the one where I believe Beppo got drugged, right?
Yes, that's the after school special
yes.
episode. I thought,
So was this sort of.
yeah. I was trying to think of where we were this time last year, or that was last year, right? Yeah, last season, and episode 7 was Man of Steel, so that's where we got the John Henry reveal. So that's how deep we were into things at that point. So, and this episode definitely packed a few surprises as well.
Yeah, several.
So
I'd also wondered if it was this time last season when Lois and Jonathan sat down and had a talk about how Jonathan didn't feel like he was as special as everybody else around him. I was like, is this literally last season at this time when Lois and Jonathan had that talk? But
That's interesting. Interesting beat to hit.
But I don't think it's something that's going to be, I don't think that's something that he's going to heal very quickly,
right?
You know, it's
That's
still just an ongoing
time.
thing. Yeah.
we are, though, about halfway through the season, honestly. 15
Yeah.
episodes, and that's crazy that we're already getting there.
Mm-hmm. Derek, been gone the last couple of weeks.
You're welcome.
Any thoughts about the last two
I did
episodes
not
that
watch
you-
the last two, so I was kind of so I'm hoping you two will catch me up here, because I was really lost watching this one. I was like, what's going on?
Weren't you at a Ween concert last week?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I told the guys after last week's episode, I was like, apparently the only guy that's actually been to a Ween concert missed the show on this one, but that's actually not one of my favorite albums anyway, so we're good. Also, very weird usage of that song in the episode. But
Yeah,
I didn't hate
know
it. I my problem with Tried and True was at this point, like I said, we're getting halfway into the season. I start demanding answers, and I feel like we just got like 30 more questions.
Yeah,
Especially in those first few moments. Because I want to spend an entire episode in Bizarro World trying to figure out what's going on there. I mean, that every shot in the farm just raised more questions for me overall that did not get answered by the end of the 42 minutes whatsoever. So I'll be anxious to see. I'm really hoping, though, if we do start doing this thing, I just binged season 2 of The Righteous Gemstones, and I've was making me remember that in season 1 they did this as well. They had a big cliffhanger, and then around the 5th or 6th episode, and then the next episode was all a flashback. And I was like, that's what happened on Superman and Lois last season. So I wonder if they'll do that again this season, and we get to the 11th or 12th episode, and it's, you know, a brief reminiscence between cataclysmic events all over again. And we always have one episode a season that takes place in a flashback or on a parallel Earth or in another dimension, or
that would be neat. I tend to enjoy those episodes. You know, I tend to enjoy that filling in blanks and seeing a different POV and stuff. So I'd be down with that.
Yeah, I think I'd probably enjoy a visit to early Superman and Lois rather than an entire episode's worth of, you know, this is how things happen on Bizarro World. But maybe
you say that, but then you get used to all that red lighting, and I was driving this episode. I was driving, listening to you guys talk about Tried and True, and you started talking about the cat, and I was like, it's Streaky. Streaky.
Crypto.
Streaky.
Streaky. Selling us
it's Crypto with a C. Streaky. It's Streaky. I was yelling. Nobody listened to me, though.
Funny. Crypto with a C, selling us some TFNs, you know, because it's Bizarro Worlds.
No, on Bizarro World, they just realize those are stupid and they don't do them at all.
or their tokens are fungible,
or they actually mean something there,
or that.
And if your hands were metal, that would mean something. This week's episode was called Anti-Hero.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say, anti or anti?
I say anti-hero.
I'd say anti.
Oh, I say Uncle Hero.
Directed by Elizabeth Henstridge. Gemma Simmons from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Now on Apple TV's Suspicion, which I haven't checked out yet.
I just got done watching The Americans again, and that's the same people that did that, so I'm interested to...
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Check that
out. Has only directed one episode of TV before, and that's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., of course. She's got a great interview on Krypton's site. Apparently she's a huge fan of Superman and Lois, and kind of wanted to get into the whole directing genre television. And one of her favorite shows is Superman and Lois. So she kind of apparently reached out to Greg Berlanti and then got hooked up with Todd Helbing and ended up kind of sitting down with him and completely geeking out over the show.
I love that.
And
I love when people who love this stuff get to work on it.
Yeah. And apparently her first trip to the set was also kind of eventful. She first saw Tyler in his Bizarro makeup, and then basically when she saw him in his super suit outside the makeup, kind of had a geek out moment and had to take pictures with him and stuff. So anyway, the interview's all on Krypton's site. She seems to be a huge fan of the show and even wants to come back and guest on it in some form. She said something like, "Can I just be Lois's intern?" So writers are Max Cunningham and Michael Narducci, all writers that have written during the first season. And Narducci actually wrote The Ties That Bind this year. So that's all the real trivia about the writer-director. Shall we get into each segment of the show?
Let's jump into it.
Broken it down. Shall we talk about the prison break first?
Yeah, that's
Michael Schofield and Lincoln. And then there was Teabag and C-Money.
What show are we on? I just blacked out. It was 2009 all over again. Robin was talking about Prison Break again.
So Superman wakes up in Tal's little library cell, and just so you know, the book that's sitting on the stand next to the leather-bound chair is called Chain the Storm, and apparently it's by Uzair Merchant. And I looked that book up. It does not exist, but Uzair is a person and was in the art department for season 1. So maybe it was kind of like a little shout out from the art department.
Right. A little nod there.
That's neat.
Predecessor, yeah. And the other thing I just immediately looked up, I was like, that's a strange thing that Tal says, which is, look what the wind blew in, which apparently is a Thin Lizzy song.
Well, there you go. There it is.
Obviously stuck in there by Elizabeth Henstridge, also a Thin Lizzy. All right, good night, everybody.
No, you're supposed to leave when you're on top, not all the way at the bottom.
I'm not at the top already? I've been climbing ever since the beginning.
I think you fell a few rungs. It's good. It's good. My mind doesn't work like Robin's does.
My mind doesn't work.
His actually works. That was my point. Yeah.
All right. So, Anderson doesn't want a trial for Bizarro. He wants to basically find him and kill him. He killed the soldiers, so Anderson wants some payback, and Superman warns him about Ally. Anderson's like, basically like, no, I want to know where Bizarro is. Mm-hmm. So,
Did you think it was weird for Superman to out Ally already? We don't really know what's going on. We don't know. I don't know. It just like I was like, whoa, I mean, I know she's bad. Don't get me wrong. I'm not sure. I'm not team inverse.
Yeah, right.
I don't have the white Reebok. I don't have the white Reebok sneakers on. I'm not fully in the cult.
Sure.
Why did you send me this tee?
That's a very old reference. I got eradicated, and all I got was this dumb T-shirt. Yeah, thanks. I don't know. It was just, it was like offering her up instead. And I was like, but we don't know you don't know any information yet. You don't know anything yet. I don't know.
I think he was more trying to say, like, we need to get to the bottom of this. And like, it's bigger. It's bigger than just Bizarro. Like,
yeah, but we knew Anderson wasn't going to go for that.
Well, yeah, we knew that.
No.
But Superman tries to see the best in people, right?
Because Anderson's a prick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you'd think Tyler would know that since they were on Teen Wolf together, but apparently
yeah.
Tyler's an actor. He plays Superman. Ian Bone. Okay, so
I'm sorry. What?
No, just keep watching the show. So Sam tells Lois about what's going on, and tells Lois that Lois is ready to storm right into the DOD, but Sam says he's going to go try to pull a few strings.
Well, he says he's going to make some more calls, and she's like, "You've been making calls all night."
Yeah.
That was my bookie. That was my bookie, honey. Now I'm going to start trying to get Superman out.
So yeah, then we get into some of the, I mean, character of the episode has got to be Talro. I mean, come on. I mean, I loved these, like, just Tal
and Bizarro.
Yeah.
Bizarro.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Anderson comes back in. He wants to know, but Superman's not giving up the location. So he puts a kryptonite collar on Tal because Tal tries negotiating his way out. Okay. Derek is raising his hand in the back.
Yes. Yeah. I have a question. In a perfect world, in your Superman universe, in your whatever you pick genre of Superman, your iteration of media, if they're under the red light, does kryptonite work on them? Because the whole time I was like, that shouldn't be doing anything, should it? I guess it does in this version for them, but I was like, that shouldn't be having.
Have we ever seen that? Have we ever seen him exposed to kryptonite when he's?
I was thinking of Superman Doomsday, the first DC animated film.
Yeah,
and I'm pretty sure when Lex has got Superman locked up under red light, he's got some like kryptonite brass knuckles and is beating him around. Although I also don't think that was Superman. I think that might have been clone, so I can't remember.
I think there's enough. I mean, it's a valid question. I actually didn't even consider that in the moment, but it is an interesting question.
Well, I was like, they're human right now, basically. We just put a regular shot collar around him. Must we go? Yeah. Must we go green? I don't know. I don't know. That was the first thing. The other thing I was thinking of in this part before they put the kryptonite collar on him is Tal threatens Jordan, or threatens all of them. He threatens outing everybody, and
that's after.
Clark, well, that's after, but before that, Clark says you attacked my son, and I'm like, is this bugged? Are they not listening in this room?
Yeah.
Or did they not just hear that?
Right, sure. That's not.
Right, because later it seems like, on the rewatch, they talk in Kryptonian to each other after the collar thing, but then they're talking in English when we come back from commercials or whatever, and it seems like they're doing this in order to sell the fact that they're about to get into a fight.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Mm-hmm. So Three Stooges routine. Start pushing ship back and forth, and then you land a punch.
I will say that Tyler had 2 line readings in this episode, and the first one came about with the kryptonite collar that sounded just like Chris Reeve, which is the enough.
Don't do it. The people.
The people. So I don't know if that was in direct homage or just my own brain.
Just channeling the energy.
That's just your brain.
So meanwhile, Anderson's men go up to, the fortress and find Bizarro's helmet. And Anderson's like, he's been lying to me the entire time.
He jumps to some conclusions there.
He's like a jealous, significant other. He's been lying to me. He tipped him off. He told me, it's like, he could have just escaped. That's also a plausible jump to conclusions.
Maybe go with what's...
It's a mat with a bunch of conclusions that you would then jump to.
Yeah.
That's his worst idea.
I was wondering why he automatically sees the helmet as like, that's Bizarro's, and Superman's been lying to me.
Yeah. That's the thing.
Unless they got some sort of footage of Bizarro first escaping the mines, like somebody had a camera or something, you could see the helmet, but
probably something like that. Yeah.
There was enough officers down there to back that up too. Sure. I guess.
Yeah.
That saw him when he first emerged.
DOD knows what he looked like.
Yeah. But I had forgotten that he dropped it.
Mm-hmm.
That he took it to the fortress there at the end and dropped it. And we still don't really have any information on him going to the fortress and saying home, and then and that was the end of it. Emo. No.
So yeah. Meanwhile, Tal and Superman easily take out these soldiers that come in, which, this was a little weird because Anderson's like screaming. He's like, "They're Kryptonian, don't they?" Of course they know. Wouldn't they know that they're Kryptonian when they go in there?
Well, I was saying the guns were kryptonite too. Yeah, I was like, but. Yeah, I think he meant obviously don't go in there. You've given them a way out, because every other time they just go up to the perimeter and speak to them.
Right.
That is a really small room for Tal, and I'm sorry, there's no bathroom in there whatsoever. I've noticed. I don't
Under
know
a red light, they don't need to use the bathroom. No.
Maybe that chair, the cushion lifts up, and I don't know, but it's...
Is there like a little prison toilet in the corner?
Just like, give the man a little privacy. Jeez.
Yeah.
Don't open that book, and don't open that book. Not that one either.
That book.
This one's got all the pages torn out of it. Just don't ask.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, so Tal kind of pretends that he's going to kill one of these soldiers, and then shoots the lights above him, which brings down all the red light, and we get this nice moment when they both kind of recharge, and it's almost like it's like stepping into a jacuzzi.
I was waiting for like shutters to open on all those walls of like sunlight to come pouring in there for a second.
Yeah. There was a couple of shots. I was trying to look for like directorial flourishes. And there was this, I thought this shot of Tal, the close up, it was kind of like a handheld close up of him with light behind him at this moment. I don't know if you remember when he's kind of charging up. I thought that was an interesting little shot. I don't know.
There's a really good shot of Tyler when he's holding Tal up in front of the sun and lit from behind. It's a really good shot. Mm-hmm. Really good. Just like a solid Superman shot, period.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Tal escapes, and then Superman kind of looks at Anderson and is like, "Well, I'm out."
See ya.
So
I'm fired.
Now, to surprise us all, Anderson marches down a hallway, opens up a door, and has cases of those inhalers, and is just like, "All right, I'm getting high.
You want something done? Do it myself."
You want to get high?
Okay, I'm gonna get a little high.
So we have a little family reunion at the Fortress of Sandy Dunes. And I love that this is some great Tal stuff. You know, he's posturing. Oh, your two sons oppressed. The last sons of Krypton oppressed their human, or vanquished their human oppressors.
It just screams, "Love me."
Shut up, Tal.
and then Bizarro like starts talking.
Are you not entertained, mother?
Right.
And Tal's like, and this one's like babbling like an idiot over here. So, yeah, Bizarro, after the Universal Translator comes on, reveals that on his world, Tal betrayed his family after they were the closest of brothers. And what drove them apart? Oh, his wife tried to kill me.
That's the opposite. They're not close here. They're very close there. In fact, they're inseparable. Does he look like that too, or I'm very confused?
Let me just say that again. So it says his wife tried to kill him.
Who?
His wife.
Who?
Listen, we don't have time to talk right now. Let's just shut it down. I'm just asking for a name. How long is that going to? I love that. How long is that going to take? Like that's such like a character pushing back against a writer's room. Like, come on.
Yes, it was such great.
My wife?
Oh, there it is.
No, sorry. Her name is Lana Lang, right?
That's what I'm thinking.
Right? She's wearing the crest.
Lana Edge.
The backward crest. Well, now why would he be Morgan Edge there?
No, I'm kidding.
Lana.
No, that would explain the backwards crest.
She would be Lana Lang Rowe, though, right?
There you go.
She's hyphenating it there too. That's a joke, Robin.
Langro.
That's not a joke. That's just saying words.
So yeah, while Tal is trying to get that information out of Bizarro, Lara Worms of this basically missile fires in there and then just fills the place with kryptonite gas. Your classic 7734.
I'm still confused on Bizarro's usage of whatever he's using. So XK obviously hurts him in the way, but it's not really the opposite of kryptonite.
Yeah, it's...
But then is kryptonite what he's inhaling? But it's kind of yellowish for him too. On Bizarro Earth, what he was inhaling was kind of had a yellow.
It was yellow.
Yeah.
Yellow.
Yeah. So that's not kryptonite.
Robin, didn't we talk about this a couple of weeks ago? Were we saying that like maybe?
Yeah, I listened.
On his Earth, the XK doesn't affect him in the same way as it does here.
It affects him differently on our Earth
because of the red sun and stuff.
Well, it powers him up, and so later when Anderson shoots him with green kryptonite, he's like, "Yeah,
right,
give me some more of that."
Yeah, he like absorbed it, like like a Stretch Armstrong.
Yes.
Not that I've ever shot bullets at my Stretch Armstrong before. Recently.
So yeah, there's a bit of scrap inside the fortress, and Superman.
You just call it a scrap. There's a scrap.
Little scrap.
A scrap going on at the fortress.
Tal gets in, gets knocked aside. What do you guys think about Anderson being so powerful to take on these two?
He's a prick.
I mean,
he's got big prick energy. Oh God, I hate myself.
I'm sick of him. Every moment I'm like, I hate you. I hate you more.
Yeah.
I hate you even more than I did last scene. And now he's going to be big bad. The big bad of the season, presumably, theoretically.
I know. It's like all this time I've been like, yeah, but let's give him the benefit of the doubt. I mean, it's just one of those classic things where they make it look like he's going to be this most uncooperative person, and then they're going to finally learn how to get along with each other.
I'm just glad Sam's back in command.
Is he? I think
so.
Then...
Well, he said he was leading the manhunt, so it made me think he's probably.
Well, he offered to lead the manhunt, and Lois is like, you don't have to do that.
But he is.
I don't. Well,
I think he is.
Okay.
I think he probably. It may be a temporary reinstatement, but I got a feeling he's back, baby.
All right. So
he blames himself.
It's true.
He's like, I'm the one that put up for the guy.
Mm-hmm. So, oh yeah, sorry, we're skipping all over it, but Tal actually jumped in front of some kryptonite bullets for Superman.
What made those bullets different that they had to be disintegrated and he didn't just need to be flown up to the sun?
I think it was how close they were to his vital organs.
It said he pierced organs, but I was just thinking, can you not just boop and like fly him up? And I was interested in the whole heat vision disintegration thing. Like that was very interesting.
That was different
to me. I was wondering if there was more reason behind it that I wasn't catching. I mean, I did hear Laura say, it's pierced vital organs, but how many times have we seen Superman's vital organs pierced and we get in the sunlight and that fixes that.
Superman did say that he's been in the red light for so long that
that's true.
He's weakened.
He did say that, yeah.
Sure.
Also, I love, this is another Tyler acting like Chris Reeve when he's like, Mother. It just sounded like, yeah. So Superman takes off with Tal. Meanwhile, Anderson's having a good old throwdown wrestling match with Bizarro. And suddenly he figures out that it's the XK that's Bizarro's weakness. So he just starts hitting him again and again.
It takes one
and then
crash. Yeah. It takes one crash. Like your heart's got to stop at some point, right? Yeah, right? There has to be some negative effect. Like you can't just keep getting stronger and stronger.
Right.
Like you got to hit a wall with that.
Before I go any further, what do you think this is leading to? Like, is he going to turn into some sort of supervillain that is from the comics that is a product of juicing too much or something? Like some sort of version of...
He becomes Doomsday. It all goes back around to the beginning.
Gosh.
He just takes so much that he turns into a creature.
He has all these XK rocks popping out of his skin.
Apparently... there's a theory going around that when Superman and Bizarro combine, that becomes Doomsday.
Like when they make a baby or something?
No. Well, when a Superman and a Bizarro love each other very much.
Okay.
They use a pendant and merge.
Is a pendant a code word for something?
Yes, it's a necklace. So I don't know. I just saw that and I was like, I don't know about that. Maybe.
Now, I thought
it would be like this show to give us all those Doomsday breadcrumbs, be like, ha ha, and then in the end be like, oh, you did it anyway. You made us think you weren't going to do it, and then you did it.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll just have to keep our eyes open.
Double fake out.
But yeah, Anderson keeps hitting him again and again with the XK and then grabs him into a chokehold and brings him down to the ground. And I thought, oh, he's putting him to sleep. And then, crack, he snaps his...
Sleep.
Oh my gosh.
But instead, no, he pulled.
Yeah, he straight up like I was expecting a gunshot, like that he was gonna die, and I texted you guys. I was like, "Don't get spoiled." No, he straight up murdered him. Robin got spoiled. Thanks, Jordan.
No, I didn't actually.
Oh,
Jordan posted a GIF of Superman holding
it's
Tal
pronounced
in front
GIF.
No, it's not. And it's holding Tal in front of the sun, and I was like, "Oh crap, Tal died," and I totally got spoiled.
Gotcha.
Like Tal's like, and quite honestly, it sure looked like he was dead. He wasn't reacting in front of the sun. Superman lands and puts his brother down and looks at Bizarro. There was no movement on Tal's part. It wasn't until Tal wakes up in the cell that I was like, "Oh, he's alive?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh my God, Clark just lost like his brother and then his parallel version of himself all in the same fight." But yeah, apparently.
I think it speaks to the elements of the show that I felt bad for Bizarro. Like the music kicked in and the slow motion of Superman walking around him and him just laying there in a broken heap. And I was like, once the score kicked in, I was like, "You're really making me feel bad for." Okay, we're doing this.
And when I rewatched it, I was very attentive to the backwards score going on while they were fighting, because I was like, well, that's the last we'll hear of this.
Yeah.
This is cool. And it's
You really think that's the end of Bizarro, though?
No, I don't. I really think there's more to this.
I got way too many questions for you to be killing Bizarro off in the 7th episode.
Yeah.
I have a quote from Elizabeth Henstridge. It's a little long, but it's from the interview, and her reaction to the whole thing. She says, "Honestly, I was so excited and grateful to get that moment with Bizarro. I love him as a character, and I really, really wanted to do that justice. So I did quite a lot of research on how Bizarro passed in the comics and what that looked like, and worked with hair and makeup to kind of evoke that. There's an image that I had in all my prep documents. It was like blood coming out of Bizarro's eyes and nose. It's pretty dark when you watch it because it's at night, but that's what we did, and we had blood coming out. I think shooting something that's based in a comic, I always wanted to try to be respectful of the comic and the origins, and so that was a moment that was really important to us, to try to give respect to the comic and kind of how it happened there. And then Tyler is just such a pro. He was just incredible." So That was her. Yeah. So I love that she was such a fan of the show, and then was like, "Well, I got to go look up Bizarro and find out."
I know. I
That's
love
cool.
that you put that much attention to detail.
Please come back, Elizabeth.
I know. Yeah, I would definitely welcome her back for another episode.
So yeah, the wrong kid died. I don't know. Are we happy that Tal lived and Bizarro died, or would we want to trade this? I mean, Bizarro doesn't have as many witty lines.
I would trade.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Where was isn't Tal's sidekick out there in the ether somewhere?
Yeah.
She's on the run.
Yeah.
She's got to come back soon.
We just wrote her off.
Yeah, wow. Well, I guess everything's back to normal at the DOD. It's just sort of like, yeah, we put him back. We just put him back in. It's fine.
Was there a reason in these last 2 episodes that I didn't catch why the visions just suddenly stopped, even before he was in stasis at the... I'm sorry, Robin, what are you calling it?
Fortress of Sandy
Sorry.
Dunes?
The Fortress of Sandytude?
The Fortress of Sandy Dunes. It works. It rolls off the tongue.
Sounds like a song from Grease, too. So, okay. So,
no, that's Sandy and Danny.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So, actually, neither of them are in Grease, too.
Reproduction.
We're gonna score! Not gonna start singing the Grease 2 soundtrack. You will not get me to do that, even though it's up here somewhere.
Well, we all know you're a cool writer. Keep going.
Thank you. I don't remember where I was going with that. Oh, why the vision stopped?
I think it's because he doesn't have the pendant anymore.
I was trying to think that it still happened once after he had the pendant, but I guess maybe it didn't, and that makes sense. Because did they happen anymore after the salt flats?
I don't think
because
so.
that's where Tag got it.
No, it didn't happen again.
Okay, so that's why.
No, that's why.
That's why.
So yeah, everything is back to normal. We're all good here. We're fine. Thank you.
Thank you.
And for some reason, Superman feels completely at ease walking into that cell again. Tal says here a little bit of subtitle funniness. Tal says, "My father used to say pain is just a way of reminding me I was alive." Quite the gem. Quite the gem. The subtitles said, "Quite the German." And I'm like, what?
Mine didn't say that. That's interesting.
It does on the Apple TV one. It says quite the German. Because I was like, what did he say? And I put the subtitles on. Quite the German.
I recorded mine off Hulu on my DVR, which somehow either manages always to cut off the top or the end of the show. Or just randomly 12 minutes, like last week, it was like, this channel's not available. And it was just 12 minutes of that Hulu screen with nothing. So fill me in. What happened in those last 12 minutes? I didn't.
Nothing important.
No, I bought the episode. I watched it.
So yeah, Superman thanks Tal for saving his life. Tal says, "Tell your son I'm sorry." And then Superman's like, "Maybe you can tell him
maybe one
yourself
day
one day."
Yeah,
brother.
He calls him brother.
Yeah. So yeah, we get that Kent Farm kitchen scene with Sam and Lois. We already talked about.
Long day.
And then Clark comes in, hugs Lois. He wants Chinese food, a glass of red wine, and to be with his family. And he's just like, "What?"
I know.
We'll get into that, but we have to talk about the last scene in a rainy parking lot somewhere, probably outside that Smallville hotel that they moved from New Carthage.
Oh, yes.
I want Chinese food, glass of red wine, and all the episodes of Seinfeld. Even though that doesn't make sense in this universe because there's Superman references in every episode of Seinfeld.
Well, it's because he's such a huge fan of the real Superman.
Sure.
That they make cartoons about and movies about. It sort of works.
What? No? Okay.
You had me, then you lost me.
No.
So, yeah, Anderson meets Ally. He's like, "Hey, I got something for you." And he holds up the pendant, which is glowing away. And he's like, "Can you tell me what this is?" And she says, "This is the way to change the worlds."
Plural.
Plural.
And
did you guys get the sense that Anderson is
a prick?
He's lost his goddamn mind.
All of those things can be true.
Yes.
But I almost felt like he was
goading her,
like, going rogue, he's still trying to figure out what she's on about. Because I don't think he's obviously not on Superman's side in any stretch, but he could still also believe him that this woman is behind something and be separated.
Oh no, I think he's so poisoned against Superman that Superman telling him that this person was bad immediately made him think, "Oh, I can trust her."
Okay,
I must do the inverse of what Superman's telling me.
Yeah.
Yeah, can we chart the trajectory? It's like he becomes in charge of the department. He wants to constantly rein Superman in. He decides, well, I'm going to make my own super friends and hooks them all up with
He
XK.
wants Superman on his leash, and Superman will abide, so he makes his own, and then a carbon copy of Superman kills his pets. I'm sorry.
And so he gets yelled at.
So he's like, I'm just going to be my own Superman.
It's so
Have I mentioned
weird.
he's a prick?
I guess that's the way we can just chart his arc. It's just like it just got worse and worse, that side of him. And maybe, maybe
hubris.
Maybe the drugs are a part of it. I don't know,
Maybe that's the downside of the drugs that messes with your head.
Yeah. I mean, Jordan did come, or Jordan, Jordan, who plays Jonathan. Jonathan became a little bit more,
aggro,
nasty.
you might say.
Aggro.
Well, but there is that too. Of course, I guess Anderson flew. Wouldn't you? He would have had to, right?
He must have to get there.
Well, somehow the missile arrived and he arrived and nobody else arrived. So did he come with a missile on his back and just kind of throw it in there?
Just holding one.
Did he ride the missile?
Chunked it. I don't know. You know, a lot of the kids that are using X, or at least the description of the kids using X.
Okay. They're not all on ecstasy.
I didn't say Molly. I didn't say Molly. It's 2022, Robin. They don't call it X anymore. It's not like when you were at school.
Back in my day, we used to call it reefer.
Sorry, the XK. It sounded... All instances, they specifically mentioned, like, one thing happened. Well, he heard his mom, like, all the way from... But, like, Jordan got a lot of things. To which, you know, it all...
You mean
kept
Jonathan?
Jonathan, you've got me doing it now.
Jordan who plays Jonathan.
You prick. Anderson. I'm just kidding. Sorry.
Don't you call me Anderson.
Prick's fine, but Anderson's where I draw the line.
I'll take that.
So, you know, that whole time... You know, Tucker asked me after that first episode where he started inhaling, he was like, is this activating his powers or is this really him? And I'm like, I think it's a little of both.
Yeah.
But he also seems to be like he's getting more than other people got. So, I mean, we haven't heard anybody else with the heat vision and the... I don't know. It just made me think it was like how many different elements of it was Anderson utilizing.
Right.
Other than strength and speed.
Heat vision.
Yeah, he did use heat vision too, didn't he? Yeah, you're right.
So...
I forgot.
I
don't know. Maybe not. The kids are fine.
I think the bottom line is that it's inconsistent with the powers. Like it's not consistent, so they can kind of play fast and loose with
Maybe it is how much you take, though.
Could be. Yeah.
The more you take, the more you get.
The more you know.
Well, that brings us to our next chapter, which I entitled "Space Rocks Are a Hell of a Drug." So yeah, the
it's not even illegal, Robin. It's fine. I learned it from watching you.
I can stop anytime I want.
I just don't want to.
So the boys have some tension between them. Lois doesn't know what it is. You guys got to figure out what's going on between you two. You know, I'm busy with your dad's stuff and whatever. So
your dad's locked up. I got a lot going on.
Yeah. So at Smallville High, Candace comes over. Smallville High. All right. Good night, everybody. Candace has a whole bag of XK for Jordan, who doesn't want it, and she even tries pressuring it. This is oh my gosh! And I even wrote Jordan in my notes. Unbelievable, Jonathan.
We host a podcast about this show.
Yeah, well, you know, since we've talked to him a couple times, we just know the real guy, So
yeah, go with that.
By the way,
how
I was thinking,
stupid was she? Go ahead.
I was watching Silver Bullet tonight, and I was thinking...
That's a sentence nobody's said in 20 years.
Jordan looks like a cross between Corey Haim and Anthony Michael Hall.
Robin's been taking his XK tonight. How stupid was she for bringing that much to school?
Seriously?
You idiot. Don't bring that here.
Right.
The parking lot's one thing, but you're just handing it off inside?
Like, you put this in your locker.
Although, to that point, also, how stupid was Jonathan? John was like, "Here, give it to me. It's just a dog. It'll be like it was like he thought he had time when the dog was right there the whole time." Also, this town has a kryptonite sniffing dog, canine unit.
I'm sorry, is this one called Crypto 2 or
Streaky?
Streaky. Yeah, I love how he's like, let's just give it to me. I'm a good kid. I'm not gonna. And all of a sudden,
it'll be fine. It was almost hilariously set up because he kept going. He was like, "Don't worry, it won't be that big a deal. I'm a good kid. I'm not gonna get in trouble." It's like you had 5 minutes to walk away,
Seriously.
and you just kept talking as the dog got closer.
Dick Wolf.
Yeah. Yeah, you got it, Ice.
Lois gets a call at the Smallville Gazette, which you just only hear her side, where she's just like, "He was caught with what?"
I know.
His pants down.
Lana checks in with Sarah about what happened to Jonathan, and Sarah's like, I'm not stupid enough to smoke space drugs. Which I thought was a great line. But yeah, there's the major throwdown of the episode, of course, is Jonathan coming home to Lois, who's just like, you had 20 vials, 20, and Jonathan trying to be like, well, it's not technically drugs.
Not the time, son. Not the time.
Really, don't mess with it. Don't. It's.
But he admits it was stupid, but he can't give away where he got the drugs from, and yeah.
Can't you though? I mean, can't you? Like, can't you? Here's where I kept expecting this to go. Like I kept expecting it to go, Mom, you know how important it is to protect a source. And like I kept expecting it to go that route, and it never did.
Yeah.
Now that wouldn't work with Lois.
right.
No.
Okay,
But
okay,
I
that's
do
a
think
little flaw.
I do think there might be. She might start to understand a little bit. I also thought Jordan was going to figure it out when they had that big blowout up, like in the hallway.
Exactly. I mean, he did talk to what's her name at the convenience store, and
so-
was just like, Candace has been dealing blah 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
wouldn't
not-
he just
Yeah.
that's his girlfriend. So
Yeah. You can't connect
I
the
meant to
dots
go back
there.
and look at that scene because I wasn't sure if it's that girl totally outlined that Candace was giving the drugs or that Candace
It
was
did
on
because
drugs.
she said because then he said, well, he's never had the great. But didn't they say
Oh,
Timmy
but
got
yeah,
it
he's
from
never had
Candace? Because that's when Jordan says
Right, at
Jonathan's
the
never
football
had
game.
great taste in women.
That's
Right
true.
before
yeah, yeah.
and then he used his cold breath and got on camera and.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing that got me is that at no point did Lois or Clark express any concern about Jonathan huffing kryptonite, like being like, we don't know what this is going to do to you.
Yeah,
You know,
well,
how-
just even from the standpoint of, I'm with you on that. Even from the standpoint of Superman lives in this household,
Right.
like, don't do that. Just don't be stupid. Don't be
Don't go
stupid.
far away from here. Don't,
Yeah.
Like the fact that neither of them brought that up at any point really shocked me, especially
Yeah.
while we're talking about it as space drugs and everything else. When Sarah, who doesn't know who Clark is calling it space drugs, and Lois or Clark aren't like concerned that their half alien son is taking space drugs. Like how is that not something that comes up when either of them are reading
Yeah.
the riot act?
Yeah. Oh, that
Well,
riot
I
act
mean-
came from Clark.
Oh boy, did it.
John Schneider
so-
could never.
So yeah, Lois goes and visits Lana for a little advice, and Lana kind of equates this, the secret keeping to trying to learn what happened. Why did Sarah try to kill herself? And and so you'll never be completely satisfied finding out why he did that thing, but you need to just as a parent, the best thing you can really do is just to kind of listen, be there
Yeah.
for your kid.
Let's make peace with it.
Yeah. So yeah, Jonathan and Jordan have that blowout. I said both their names, so I can't get mixed up. But
Good-
yeah, we
good
already
one.
talked about all that. And so yeah, Jordan apologizes to Lois and is like, "I'm sure he wasn't selling, but Jordan's still in trouble just for knowing."
Right.
And I love Jordan's just like, "I know."
I get it.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Lois tries and sits to talk to Jonathan here, and he admits, he's like, I was started because I was jealous of Timmy, and then it's just like everybody in this family is great at something. I want to be great too. But I like that he like adds like it doesn't justify it, but it's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
He realizes it's stupid, but and Jonathan, Lois is like, I'm really disappointed, and Jonathan's promises to make it up to her, but the way he's going to have to make it up to her is by saying where he got the drugs, which he just will not do. And so, yeah, she nearly gets the waterworks going on Jonathan, but it doesn't quite happen until Clark comes back.
I got the waterworks when Clark came back. I wanted to apologize for stuff when Clark came back. I'm sorry.
Have you heard a single word either one of us has told you? And he's like, yeah, damn it, act like it. And it's just like, funny. Now you're going to apologize to the principal, the coach, and the entire football team.
Oh,
that was Jonathan Kent right there. Jonathan Kent, right? Being like, you're going to go on the apology tour and like you owe it to your team because you disrespected that. Like that was some Jonathan Kent, a code of honor there.
I felt so bad. Like I know he was dumb and he used it 3 times, 4 times.
Yeah.
He hasn't since Jordan called him out at the end of the game. But I'm like, I feel so bad for him. Yeah. Oh, when he broke down, when Clark slammed the door and he just collapsed into a puddle. I felt so bad for him. Oh God.
Yeah, because Clark leaves with this line. I wrote it down. He's like, "We're going to figure out how you finish your school year, and then we're going to have a long talk about all the important things I thought you already knew, so you don't misrepresent yourself or this family again."
Oh,
damn.
It's bad enough to have Superman as your dad, but much less of just laying into you.
I know.
Ugh.
It's just like. There's parenting where it's like, okay, you're punished. You're going to be, doing chores. You're never going to leave this house for weeks, blah, blah, blah. But the way that Clark does it, which is just like, you're going to feel such utter shame from this.
It's like, I'm disappointed in you on steroids. You misrepresented yourself in this family. Like, oof. And do we?
Yeah.
I know Candace has a reason, but like, is Jonathan cool with her just like letting him take the fall for this? Like,
yeah. Anderson must be her dad because she's a prick too.
Her name is Candace Anderson.
Canderson. Well, apparently, we learned that she's in a rough situation. I think she lives in a trailer park.
Yeah.
She's selling drugs in order to help her family with money and expense, and so she's worried that...
Because her dad lost his job at the DOD, right,
yeah. Yeah. So she's worried that she gets busted.
I got it.
And it's just going to bring her family down even worse.
I mean, her dad killed Bizarro. It's rough times.
Yeah. All right, so let's get into some Lang Cushing Cortez drama, because we're still dealing with the aftermath of Lana and Kyle's separation, and so Lana and Sarah pick
and
up
the whole time I'm like, we ain't got time for this. Bizarro's dead, Anderson's out. I don't care about Kyle.
And,
do some webisodes. We ain't got time for it in the real show. I'm kidding.
So, it's just kind of like, it's sad, and she's upset that Sarah's got to experience a broken home. And then Lana mentions that she actually came from a broken home. And I don't know if this is anything new to canon or changed or whatever, but did she live with her aunt or something? Back in Smallville? Aunt Nell, right.
Aunt Nell. Yeah, remember her parents died in the meteor shower?
Oh, yeah, just staring at a meteor that was coming right at them? Yeah, I remember that.
Did her parents die in a meteor shower in this show?
No, I'm talking about Kristen Lana, not...
I know. I'm just like, I'm getting... My universes are blending.
No.
My pendant's going on.
They've talked about grandparents because Sophie keeps going to grandparents' houses, but we don't know who those grandparents are.
Yeah.
We don't know if they're Kyle's parents or Lana's parents. Yeah.
I'll give you. Yeah, I'd bet you anything it's Abuela.
So
Sophie's on another coke bender. She'll be with us next time.
They did pay a little lip service to Sophie when Sarah's like, oh, I didn't want Sophie to see this. And then they had to
Well,
get
don't
out of
worry.
school. And she's like, so
Every other week she doesn't.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Lana finds a copy of the Smallville Gazette, which has good old Mayor Dean calling a meeting talking about family values in the community and really just kind of jumping on the bad news for Lana. We go to Smallville High, and Sarah's listening to some shitty country song on her earbud. Oops. Today. Sorry. Should have been some Ween. Did you guys notice when Jordan sat next to her, she just immediately moved away from him?
Yeah.
She was giving him room to sit down.
She cringed. I backed it up.
She wasn't excited to. Well, it's because we know she doesn't feel like she can talk to him about it. Like, she reveals that later, right? This doesn't feel like she can talk to him about it.
Well, her interests were piqued elsewhere in this episode.
Well, yes.
She's a teenager. But I was just really kind of irritated. The whole, it's so hard seeing my mom cry, and Jordan's like, I can imagine, just trying to emphasize with her sympathy, and she's just like, I don't know.
No, you can't.
I was like, come on, anybody can imagine something.
Yeah, but
my dad's in jail.
She's feeling.
My dad's in jail with his brother. It's a whole thing.
I tell you about my uncle. Whew.
My uncle sucks. By the way, he's married to your mom and another Earth.
My uncle beats me. Man, that family reunion's weird.
Yeah.
Those barbecues are not as good on that Earth.
So Lana goes to the Smallville Gazette to talk to Lois about Dean's ad, and Lois is like, I paid us $3,000, and then she says, I would run all your ads for free all the time, but that would violate campaign finance laws. And I was like, oh, yeah.
Those exist.
Yeah.
Oh, now you care.
On the plus side, though, the Gazette got some money, so.
Yeah. Back at home, Sarah mentions that she can't talk to Jordan because his biggest problem with his dad is the coach shorts he likes to wear.
Dang.
She only knew.
We need to see these shorts, apparently.
Not murder shorts, though.
You should see his trunks.
Not murder shorts.
Trunks, nice.
Yeah. Lana asks, is there anyone else you can talk to? I'm like, So.
I thought she was going to say Nat because she and Nat had become fast friends. I thought that's where that was going.
They're gone. I mean, they've been at the hospital for 3 episodes now. I mean, we
she
hadn't
contracted for this episode? I don't know.
When they showed up in the trailer at the end of this one, I was like, that's not a spoiler.
Oh, it's not a spoiler, but let's not get into it.
I'm not, but I'm just going to say, when she showed up in the trailer, I was like, oh, yeah, they're going to utilize these characters again.
These characters? So, yeah, after Lois's talk with Lana, she kind of is like, Dean picked the wrong person to question about family values, and Lana says she's going to call him out. So we get a couple of scenes in Victoria Mays. The first one, camp buddy Aubrey shows up to talk to Sarah. She lives 2 hours away, but Sarah feels that she can talk to her because she's a child of divorce. So they eat a lot of fries and they talk. And Sarah says basically she's ignoring her father's calls out of loyalty to Lana. And Aubrey says that she wasted a lot of time ignoring her dad during their divorce and you should reach out. And there's a bit of awkwardness as they reach for the check. And then they end up saying, well, let's be friends. And they hug. And so, I feel like this is not the end of that, especially with. So later that night at Victoria Mays, good old Mayor Dean's gathered the townspeople to talk trash about Lana. And to talk about how related. Oh, gosh.
Now that feels like something straight out of Smallville, doesn't it? Let's all go down to the talent and just bash a woman for the next 45 minutes. Verbally, not physically, obviously. Yeah. But yeah, let's go talk about her about this person behind her back for 45 minutes.
Let's just engage in some good old-fashioned misogyny, huh?
Yeah.
And he's like talking about how the town is a family. You always got to know what's going on with your family. Wink, wink. And Lana comes in. She's like, I love this town. And I'm going to make it. And Dean's like, I'm not sure about that. He's just like, I'll make it clear during the debates. So we'll get Dean and Lana debating in an episode coming. And then Lana then calls Dean out for being so willing to attack a member of this family during a crisis. She said crisis. So it doesn't sound like family values. Which, yeah.
I was expecting nobody talks about your first 3 wives, Mayor Dean. But
Yeah, I was expecting something like that. Yeah.
Right. And your sausage empire, Jimmy. All right, sorry. We go to a convenience store. It's
Sausage
Britton
King of the
Dunn's.
Midwest.
Britton something. And Sarah surprises Kyle and asks if they can talk. And good old Eric Valdez comes out. And I was really worried that he was going to be carrying a 6er. Weren't you guys? I was like, oh man, I hope he's not picking up beer. But yeah, Eric Valdez, like in just one word, just yeah, so tearful. I was yeah.
Lots of tears this episode.
So lots of drama, lots of overreacting.
Sure.
Lots of overreacting. Anderson.
Plenty of that. Mr. Anderson.
Mr.
PIR Bizarro.
Anderson. What?
PIR Bizarro.
I don't get it.
R.I.P. backwards.
Oh my God.
I do think he's coming back.
That'd be PIR. You're wrong.
That's what he said.
I said PIR.
You said PRI, didn't you?
No.
I don't know.
People can.
I didn't
Play back
get
the
it.
tape.
I didn't get it. Called Jonathan Jordan. I don't get it.
Okay. Do we think?
Yes.
I think Bizarro is not done.
No.
In some form or fashion.
Even if we do get a flashback episode.
Yes. Even if that's what
built around him. I don't think you give us what you gave us in the beginning of last week's episode and not have some payoff toward.
I hope.
I want to know what led to him looking like a zombie.
Right.
If
Yeah.
everybody else looks normal in that world.
I want to know. Okay, so Ally's got the pendant now, so obviously that's
2 pendants.
right. So that's Danger Will Robinson. Like that's yikes. Because she's going to change the worlds.
Plural.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So what if she's?
We're bringing
already,
Supergirl back. Frank, fire up the mic.
Oh my God, right? Yeah, like is she? What is she? What is she getting at? Like, if she's already like a dictator over there in that Earth and has destroyed that one, what is there to gain from changing the worlds? Like, what does that mean? And I'm still thinking of it in like a parasite sense, where like is she feeding off the energy of these 2 worlds, or what? Like, what is her end game? That's what I'm most curious about.
I don't know. If you go back and watch, and I don't know if it's just because it's Superman and Bizarro or not, if it was just 2 regular people merging with the pendant, but they're literally, if you go back and watch that fight scene outside the barn, they're literally magnetized to each other being pulled in.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's you need to watch it in high res to see it, but it's something to see. But I don't know. I don't think it's an all bets are off kind of thing, but I'm also like afraid to make bets at this point because there's too much unknown, like because they keep posing all these more questions than they're giving us answers to. Like I need a Smallville Gazette whiteboard with like everything Chrissy saw like laid out, and that that kind of approach to what that world was like. Because if she saw through the eyes of herself, what is that Beppo doing? Like where is she fall in line? Because all we really know is that Ally's everywhere. Like her picture, like she was over everything there. But it also just kind of seemed like it was all very cloudy to her too. Like it was,
True.
like it was just like almost like a dream. Like it was weird and everything, but she couldn't nail down some hard facts on what happened. For that matter, we still don't really know what Lucy saw.
Yeah, true.
What had happened to her? Huh?
Maybe she saw her mom. Maybe that's why she wants to
Maybe.
get back there so much. Why? And then, we got to take the Bizarro flashback into account. Why is it under a red sun?
Mm-hmm.
It seems to be under a red sun. It also, what happened to Kent Farm? I
mean, if it's, I get the red sun if everything is the opposite. I mean, yellow sun gives Kal-El powers, red sun takes them away. So red sun on Earth would give whatever backward Kal-El is, give Bizarro abilities.
I wonder if I've answered my own question, because I wonder why Bizarro looks the way he does. Could it be from doing too much XK? Are we going to see Anderson in like zombie makeup towards the end of the season?
That's
after
a possibility.
Just huffing it too much?
That's a possibility.
That's interesting. That's very interesting.
I still want like Smallville High turning into, zombie jocks and cheerleaders running around. Just for one episode.
Take your 20 vials. Your drug sniffing dog.
I will say one thing. We also mentioned is Bizarro coming back. In that interview on Krypton site with Elizabeth Henstridge, she did talk about, possibly the reason to put that character to bed would be because it's so much work for Tyler to do dual roles. My God, I can't speak. And, all the makeup and stuff that goes into it as well.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. No, there is. I mean, that's definitely a big part of it. I just
and the visual effects with that.
Obviously, and I can't think that that's all we got. Like, there's more story to tell there, for me at least. I mean, I don't, maybe I'm alone in thinking that, but I need more payoff to. Is it a cube? Or is it a globe? I need need answers.
I think it's not going to happen until next season. By the way, tune in for spoilers after the break.
Sure. In the meantime, if you're not sticking around for spoilers, you can visit us at supermantvtalk.com. You can email us your thoughts at supermantvtalk@gmail.com. You can follow us at Superman TV Talk on Twitter and at Starkville House of L on Instagram. You can subscribe in your favorite podcatcher, rate and review us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and shout out to our buddy Craig, as always, at Krypton site for that great Elizabeth Henstridge interview and so much other great coverage that he always shares over there, and you can follow him at Superman Lois TV. But we'll be back in 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
2 weeks
to talk about Into Oblivion. But until then,
I still want to talk about Superman and Lois.
We can discuss.
Oh, it's the
name fire that Tom Cruise movie up.
Yeah. Until then, we're always around.
Question mark. Ellipses. Exclamation point.
What if they're trying to get into the inverse world? It was straight out of Poltergeist. You stopped Superman.
I had no choice.
You always have a choice. That was the audio for the trailer for episode 8, Into Oblivion. The description reads, changes. Lois, Clark, and Natalie notice a difference in John Henry's behavior and fear something might be very wrong. Meanwhile, Kyle encounters an awkward moment with Lana while stopping by the house to pick Sarah up for school. Lastly, Jordan and Jonathan brace themselves when they realize a talking to from their parents is headed their way.
Wait, there's more?
Yeah, right? There's more where that came from.
You kids are going to screw up more and get more grounded?
Oh my God, let's talk about the trailer.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Guys, I think we're going to find out how Nat got to Earth.
Yeah, about freaking time.
About time.
She's in the ship, and I'm like, thank you.
They must have been listening to our podcast and be like, God, I guess we'll pay it off. But I think it's going to be something like Clark is going to go to Nat and John and be like, okay, how did you guys get to this Earth? What kind of spacecraft did you use? I'm going to use the same kind of spacecraft to go to the inverse Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Why not just do the same thing Bizarro did? Fly up
Just smash
high
into
enough
a mountain?
altitude and smash into the caves, into the mines, and come out the other side.
Apparently that
Like digging to China.
Yes.
Right. Right.
We've seen Superman at the Earth's core before.
Yeah. Yeah.
Superman the movie.
Yeah. I got confused a little bit when I first saw this monitor. They made it look like Ally's looking at it, but I think it's more like this is something that Nat's looking at in a flashback because it shows the Earth and a little dot that says Dad on it. Mm. And then it seems like there's this band of light around in some sort of orbit around, you know, the Earth and the sun. They're like in another orbital thing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I wonder if is that Crisis? Is that something that's coming to wipe out that entire planet and that's why they had to get out? Or is that a wormhole of some sort?
Both.
Yeah, right.
Seriously, I mean, it could be like that.
Yeah.
Crisis creates, you know, some kind of wormhole or some aberration in space that helps them jump dimensions or something. Yeah.
Who is that gets slammed on the car in the first shot?
I have no idea.
Okay. I felt bad for not being able to answer that, but then I couldn't figure out who it was.
Did you catch Beppo's line? Because I wrote down Lois straight up poltergeist. What did she say?
She's talking about what she saw over there, I think.
Okay.
Or her vision of the inverse world, Bizarro world.
We see, I believe we see inverse Anderson. I think we're going to be, I mean, the office that he's meeting Ally in is the same exact office that we saw in Bizarro's little flash.
Okay. Nice.
And then we also see Superman and Lois hugging, and Superman's wearing that tattered cape. It's almost as if this is the time for Clark to go take off to the other world, and he's kind of dressing up as Bizarro. I guess. But yeah, Anderson in the inverse world, we see there's a backwards the inverse society patch he's wearing. His hair's a bit different, so I'm thinking that's inverse Anderson.
That would make sense.
Don't sleep on this shot of Jordan beat up, though. He got in a fight or something, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he just looked glum.
Mm-mm.
No, he looks a little beat up. Yeah.
He's definitely worse for wear.
Yeah.
Standing outside the bus depot.
Oh. Is Grandma Bench there?
Grandma Bench. Johnny Bench.
Maybe he caught up.
Where do you see the cape tattered? I see divots in the cape, but I don't.
Later in the episode, or later in the, right after Jordan looking glum, it looks like there's tatters in that cape.
To me, it just looks like folds, like creases in the material.
Creases on my other podcast. That's Karate Kid Minute.
Nah.
I thought we were talking about Crease too.
Oh,
Cruise Control.
He shows up at the beginning, but then he shows up again at 3, but not really for a lot.
Is that also Superman talking to Beppo at the mines?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Looks like.
Yeah. Maybe
That may be where she says that line. Yeah, that's where. Yeah, it's the same lighting.
Okay.
Lois straight up poltergeist.
So she's telling Superman. That's that same shot. So she's telling Superman.
She's telling Superman that
straight up poltergeist.
Lois is a straight up poltergeist.
She also looks like she's got a few cuts on her too.
Did Jordan and Beppo get into a fight?
Jordan and Beppo got into it. You heard it here first, folks. Superman and Lois.
You ain't leaving on that bus. You coming with me, Beppo? I heard what you said about my mom. You believe in her.
Do we have any theories or anything to discuss that we didn't want to discuss in the main show? I have a question.
Okay.
Yeah.
We were talking about possible negative effects of like sort of the roid rage from the XK.
Sure.
Could that have anything to do with those set photos of Jonathan dressed as Superboy, Metropolis Kid?
I still think that's inverse world.
Yeah, I mean that's still I'm heavily leaning in that direction too. But I'm just questioning if that could have anything to do with it.
Maybe. It's hard to theorize about a show where anything could seemingly happen.
Superman's wearing the tattered cape in those photos, isn't he?
Yes.
Oh yeah. In those photos, yes.
Yeah.
And that probably is the inverse.
Yeah.
The inverse
I figure that's our flashback episode.
Yeah.
Is that one? But now, who was X'd out? Was Jordan X'd out or was Jonathan X'd out?
Jonathan and Lois.
Jonathan and Lois.
Jonathan and Lois were.
Well, Jordan was, but Jordan plays Jonathan.
God bless America. Who was X'd out in the picture? Lois and
Jonathan.
Okay, that's what I'm asking.
Yes.
Jordan was not X'd out.
Correct.
Right.
Robin is so proud of himself.
Well, that's usual, but
Yeah, I know.
did Jordan throw that guy on the roof of the of a car? There is Jordan
At the beginning.
Oh.
That would be why he's getting a talking to.
I bet some townsperson said some crap about Sarah, and he just like he gets into a fight, and then now Clark and Lois have to sit down and give them a talking to. So,
Stop making dumb decisions, kids.
It's almost like these teenagers can't handle these high pressure situations.
I think Jordan's finally going after the dealer. He's going after Sophie. I think he's gonna take this problem on head first.
No more dino pancakes for you, kid.
yeah, maybe Sarah's. Well, no, Sarah's. I would say Sarah would be heading down like some sort of dark place.
Everybody in Smallville was having trouble. We were shuttering all this business, but Kyle's got a brand new truck. I'm just saying, Sophie's got this sitting on some money.
Sophie's the kingpin.
Mm.
And finally, our theories about
don't get me started on inverse Sophie.
The difference in John Henry's behavior that they mention in here.
He has amnesia.
Or is it inverse John Henry?
Or does he think he's the John Henry of that earth? Why would he think that?
Oh, yeah.
That's dumb.
He got his head hit so hard he thinks he's... Yeah.
Unless he does have amnesia and they told him that he's dead John Henry Irons.
Whoa.
I don't think that'll
That's
happen.
how they write him off the show. He just goes off and lives like the original flavor John Henry Irons.
They never did anything with the sister. After all that sister.
That's season 3.
Yeah. We'll get that flashback next season.
All right.
In the inverse world, he's very close to her.
Yep. So I'm very much looking forward to, if anything, I'm looking forward to seeing how Nat got to Earth. That's going to be, I guarantee it's going to be.
Maybe she's going back to the other Earth because she was looking that direction instead of this direction. Coming instead of going. She's leaving because she was looking to the right. Kidding. Yeah, I wonder what the what the sudden reasoning is to go back to that well, though.
Yeah.
I'm sure it has something to do with the way John Henry's acting or behaving. I mean, my first thought when I read that was he's taking a turn for the worse. But then I was like, no, behavior, that's not like his vital signs are
Right.
worse. That's the way he's behaving. So I
my
don't know. It's
theory
been
is
3
that-
episodes since we've seen him. So
My theory is that they're digging up this Nat flashback. They've been saving it because Superman's going to finally ask, "How did you get here?" Because I need a way to go to a different world myself.
yes, but I'm like, is this?
I'm looking forward to that making sense because it doesn't make sense in my.
It's
first
still
draft here.
it's still weird under the whole crisis thing of if this is another Earth or if it's like a mirror dimension kind of. Like a Star Trek kind of thing, more than a Infinite Earth kind of thing.
Right. Well,
Because if you could just crash through the crust of the, into the core of the Earth and come out the other side, that's
going to be explained next year.
hey, if you can turn time backward by going around the Earth, it only makes sense that if you go through the Earth, you should come out on another one.
If I could turn back
There it
time.
is. If
Yeah,
I
no,
could
yeah.
find a
Oh
way.
shoot! I had Peter Gabriel's "I Grieve" queued up for when you talked about Bizarro.
Oh.
Died, and I forgot to press play. I'm sorry. That was. I apologize for that. All right, so 2 weeks we'll be back. We do know Robin said that the inverse method is the repeat next week. Do we know what the repeat is for the following? Or is there
There's 2
following?
weeks?
No, that's
No,
just
one.
one, because then we're back. Okay, so yeah. So March 22nd, we're back with Into Oblivion. Episode 8?
Yeah.
Oh,
We'll be officially over the halfway mark.
yeah. And hopefully no more hiatuses. Can we just go all the way to the end?
Yes, let's
Good
go
night
all
from
the
here.
way. Is that another Grease 2 song?
That is a Grease 2 song, Robin. And on that note, thank you guys for listening.